So I've had the summer to reflect on the disaster end of season last year, and I've realised that when it comes to cup finals, I might be a bit of a choker. There's been a few that I've lost. There was the Europa Conference League with Hradic Kralov. I lost the Coupe de France with Bordeaux, the World Cup, and then obviously the Coppa Italia and the Euro Cup as well last year. We do so well until we get to these finals, and then my team just absolutely bottle it. Hey guys, Ronnie here. Welcome back. Episode 76 of Sunday League Premier League, a Journeyman save. If you're enjoying this type of content and you're not subscribed to the channel, if you could do that, would mean a lot. Tap that bell notification, smash that like button. Let me know in the comments, can we do another unbeatable season in the Serie A? Or is it all going to go wrong? Who knows? Anyway, here we are at the start of the 2031 season. Yes, we are deep. We are getting deep in this now. So, we've got the usual, beginning of the season shenanigans to go through, and then we will play Parma in the first game of the season. Finances-wise, it was such a weird transfer budget. It was weird. Do you remember they gave me £1 million? And then, all of a sudden, as you can see here, they were like, "Oh, actually have 19.25," and I was like, "Sweet." And then what's his name? Ramon Enriquez came in. Remember, he was he was already in there, pre-signed for 36 million. So he comes in for 36 million, and boom, all of a sudden my transfer budget goes into zero, and this overall balance here, which I think it was probably around about here, I reckon. I don't know, somewhere here, just went straight down again, and I was like, what the hell? And then, so, I mean, we're really under our wage budget. Really, like almost $1 million under, so that's looking good. But, yeah, I mean, the transfer budget. So, about to sell a couple of players. We've, wheeled and dealed a little bit. So, have a look at the club vision. They expect me to, first round, knock out the Champions League, qualify for the Europa League, semi-final Coppa Italia, and not interested in the Super Coppa. So, actually, I think is today the Super Coppa? Yeah, it's probably, maybe. No, it doesn't sound right. Anyway, we'll get into that in a minute. It's the transfers. That's the ones you want to see. That's the main interest, isn't it? Well, you're just going to have to wait. Schedule-wise, it is. Today, no, sorry, where's the Coppa? Super Coppa. Super Coppa's here. Gosh, a long way off. 14th of January. Okay, don't worry about that. We had some pretty good friendlies. Little tour of China there. Happy. Yeah, look, we were pretty good apart from this 1-0 loss to Getafe. But anyway, all right, fine. We'll get to the transfers. Let's go and see who we've brought in. So transfers-wise, I mean, I probably don't need to hide it too much because you don't really know who these players are. I spent 42 million and I made 63. Yeah, so I guess, okay, we'll go on the players in because there's a couple here that you know. Now, we'll start with this guy, Carlos Iza Luna. He's a left back. He was a wonder kid when I went to sign him. He's now worth almost 60 million, which is great. Argentinian. He looks really, really good and can play on the right as well. So I think he's going to be really, really good. I'm really excited to bring this guy in. Weirdly, Arsenal got him free, sold him to Cruz Azul in Mexico for 60 million, and then I just bought him for 17.5. So I think that's a pretty good deal. He's definitely got some resale value there, and he's got some really good stats for, physically he's amazing, got some good mentals as well. His crossing dribbling is pretty good, as is his technique. I'm liking that. And he's only 21, so he's got a lot of room to grow. Carlos Luna. Now, two more transfers. One is Kofi Diallo, who I mentioned in the transfer special all the way back in January. He's a striker, right winger. I've been wanting to bring this guy in for a while. 23, he's come in. Cost me 20 million from Braga, but he's had some good years in Portugal. He's Ivory Coast Portuguese, so he doesn't count for non-EU, which is excellent. And I I think he'll just give us that extra bit of that oomph up front, just in case Esposito does go missing like he did in the 2 important games last year. He was coming back from injury, but, physically, Diallo is amazing, great dribbling as well, finishing first touch good, his technique is amazing, work rate is a little bit low, but he's got great off-the-ball decisions, composure, so I think he is going to be really, really good, and he's come in as a squad player. Now, there is one transfer here, which was the final one. Yes, it cost me 4 million. Yes, it is Luca Rochelle. Now, some of you who've been watching this the whole way through might be going, you signed him at Kralov and he wasn't very good. Yes, but so I did, as you can see here, I did sign him we've got his history. I did sign him for 4 million at Kralov. He played 5 games, scored 1 goal. But I signed him when I left for Bordeaux, and that was like, how many years ago was that now? 5 years ago. So he was 22. He had a lot of potential then, and I feel really bad that I kind of wrecked his career. I feel like I wrecked his career, if that makes sense. Kind of have a little bit of a revival here with SKU and Stettin, but I saw him, and I was just like, do you know what? I'm going to sign him for 4 years. He'll be 31. He's not a bad, he's a squad player. He's decent, like composure, decisions off the ball. He's a pretty good striker. So yeah, it's probably, for someone who didn't have a lot of transfer budget to go and make this kind of spend 4 million on this kind of signing is very strange. But I felt really, really bad. I felt like I had wrecked his career. 22. Signed here. It was a huge, huge buy for us. One of the most expensive purchases at Kralov. And then I kind of just, I left. So I feel really bad. So that's why we signed him here. Players out now. The big ones, we've got Mustiabi. He went to Napoli for 20 million. That was always going to happen. For Brotta, he went for 19.5 to Dynamo Moscow. And then we've got a couple of other ones here. Nicholas Devo, Johan Pivati, Kola, and a couple of guys here you didn't really know who they were. A couple of loans out. A lot of youngsters here, but the main ones obviously in Diaby and Fabrotta. Diaby, I don't think he played very well, so to get 20 million, we did pay a lot. I didn't pay that. And he was good in that first, in that half a season when they had him, but for me, he was just awful, and I couldn't really fit him in my squad. He's 32 as well, so, he's getting on that old side. So I just thought whatever we can get for him is good. His contract, he had a year left as well. Now for Brotta as well, he's 32. He's still pretty good, but I just thought, let's try and get an upgrade and let's try and get some money as well. He had the 1 season with us, so we made 2.5 million on, and look, he was good, but the age thing. So they're the 2 big ones, and these are a couple of youth players who, like Nicholas the Avenue, who played a few games, but I don't think he's really got his potential ability. Looks really good now. With 5 million, we've shifted him off, so that's that's that. We do have 2 sort of players who have joined the club. I say 2. It's kind of 1 at the moment. Charlie Roberts has come in from Reading. He can play anywhere along the back line. 5-star potential. He's a little bit slow and a little bit short, so I am thinking, yes, in hindsight, because of his height, he doesn't make a great centre-back, but then his pace, he's not great, and his crossing and dribbling isn't great either. So he's probably more of a centre-back, but he's only 19, so he's got a little bit of room to move there. The other one as well, we've got Andre Rask. He is still on loan at Malmo up until January, so he will be third choice goalkeeper when he comes in. And then obviously we've got Ramon Enriquez, who we spent 36 million on, who, I can't sell him because he's kind of only just joined the club, and that'll be a bit, but I'm thinking at 30, with this price tag here, next season, he wasn't bad for us, but he's a squad player, so I'd try and shift him off. But he's coming as a regular starter, which is super duper annoying. So that's that. Competitions wise, obviously we are in Serie A, Champions League, Italia, the PS5 Super Cup against Roma, so that should be interesting there. Other than that, guys, it has been, relatively quiet on the transfers. With only 3 coming in. It wasn't going to be huge with the amount of money that we had. So yeah, it's pretty short, and I am still kind of just no, there's not many jobs at the moment. Just keeping an eye on the old jobs because I feel like I don't think I can win the Champions League with this Milan team. Um, at the moment, we're at the beginning of the season. There's nothing really here. I don't think I can win the Champions League with this Milan team just with the money wise. I mean, next year our budget is 500,000. It's half of what they gave me this year, and that's. We'll have to see what happens when we qualify the Champions League, but I am keeping an eye out in the Premier League. That's where I want to go to sort of finish this off. I did think we would probably go and just check out on some clubs. Rotter, they are 7th in the Icelandic Premier League, which is good. Is that Premier League? I think it is. Yes, it is. So they have, let's go and have a look here at stages. So last year they weren't 7th, 3rd. Oh, we went too quick there. 4th, 5th. And then that was when they went down. Remember, after I won the title, went right down the next year after, and they stayed out for 1-2 years, and then they came back. So they're looking pretty good. There's still some guys there knocking around who I had. Corey Jordan is one of them. There's a couple of other ones in here. So Prota, nicely established in the Icelandic Premier Division. Hradec Kralov in the Fortuna Liga. They've already kicked that season off. They are 14th at the moment. Ow. This is when I left them. We finished 2nd, obviously. That was a great season. After that, they finished 11th, 4th, 5th. 2 years of European football. There for them. 8th is a bit of a blow. 6th with more European football. And then this season, they are not having the best of starts. A couple of players in here. Christian Frydek is still here. 32-year-old Hradec Kralov legend at this point. Look at this. What a champion. Heidenreich, Matthias Tajti is still here. Anyone else? Fabi Kuto, one of my latest signings. Apart from that, that's pretty much it. And obviously now let's go and have a look at Bordeaux. They finished 3rd, I believe, in Ligue 1. Oh no, it's season preview, not stages. They finished 3rd, getting Champions League football, and obviously winning the Europa League. Quite a way off though. That Paris, Saint-Germain, PSG, so it's PSG, and Monaco there. So Bordeaux, where's the competitions? Coupe de France, runners up. Look, I was runners up in the Coupe de France. They were runners up again without me. So I was runners up twice at the Coupe de France. And they did it once without me. So perennial runners up there, Bordeaux 3 times out of 4. So not looking too good. Anyway, we've got a game against Palma. Let's go and play. Let's go and do that. Recruitment meeting. What the hell? I did get to say in the summer we won as France. We won our 3rd Nations League in a row. My 2nd. So we've beaten Portugal twice in the final. So maybe I'm not so much of a choker in finals as I made out to be. Alright, squad today to face Palma is Vandervoort in goal, Calabria at right back, Gel is nipping on his heels. They're both down as important players, so it is a little bit of toss-up. Calabria is captain. Gel is obviously better, but we'll go with the captain. Tamori and Hilzik, Isolina on the left, Adley, Pobega, Cristiante, Goebbels on the left, Esposito on the right. Raheem Sterling is injured, unfortunately, and so this guy here, Cassano, Oliver Cassano, you won't know him. He was on loan last season at St Etienne, and he was okay. He's come back. He looks really, really good. 3 stars at the moment, 4-star potential, but he's a squad player, and he's unhappy about his playing time. And I said to him, I was like, dude, just chill. See how we go. And he was like, no, I want to be an important player. And I was like, mate, just play a bit. So I'm going to give him some time because, to be honest, he looks pretty damn good. The only downside, I guess, is that we do play him as a inside forward on this right-hand side. If you have a look as a inside forward, His finishing is quite low, but he's got good technique and he's physically pretty decent as well. So he's going to start. We've got Diallo on the bench and Salvatore Gali as well, the youth player who could be pretty good. I feel like he should actually. You know what? I am going to go to his training, and we are going to play him. I always forget what we play on these left and right sides. It is an inside forward. I want him to play as a inside forward on support. This must be riveting. Attack. It's must be so riveting for you guys to watch this that I could just get to the game. Yeah, all right. Cool. So he's going to train that. Let's submit the team. Got some players missing lack of match fitness, but that's fine. Let's get into it. First game of the season. And we've got our first highlight of the game, 21 minutes in. It is us on the ball. And we've lost it. And Palmer, goalkeeper, hoofs it out tomorrow there. And Cassano there. That's a great ball to Esposito. Is he going to be good this season? And judging by that, he is going to be good. Excellent start. Milan 1-0 Palmer over Palmer. So I think, Serie A would be good to get this season. Obviously, even though we got it last season, but I really want to get that Coppa Italia and have a good run in the Champions League. That is my focus for this season. And if we win the Serie A again, we never can. I'm not going to complain. But like I said, I can't see me being at Milan for too much longer. It's going to be very hard to win the Champions League unless we get a lot more money, which they should do, I feel. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Cristante now. I'm thinking about leaving. We're not even half-time the first game of the season yet. And I'm like, maybe I should leave Milan. Anyway, that was a terrible cross as Gedson now on the ball for Palmer, looking to make inroads, but Tomore there, just the absolute rock that he is. That was a shocking pass. That was an absolutely shocking pass from the captain. Palmer now, hoofing the ball upfield. They're going for the long ball. Tomore is just going to eat that up every single time. Calabria now into Cristante. Cristante to Esposito, and Esposito stabs that one home. It is going to be offside, though, I think. Fractionally offside. Hey, they're checking. They're going to VAR. Yep. And we're awarding the goal. Excellent. Good. We've awarded the goal there by VAR. Calabria there. Cristante. Deft little touch here. And Esposito back of the net. Good stuff. And we are all over Palmer, as you would expect. They did fall away towards the end of last season. They were going really, really good at one point. Goebbels on the ball now to Luna on his debut. Goebbels now flicks it forward. Adley he can't quite get there. Luna not having the best of games. Cassano's playing well on a 7.2. Loving that. He could be that right-hand side of midfield fix. Tomorrow now. Cassano, here he is. Plays it back now to the captain at right back who hoofs it in, and Goebbels. Goebbels couldn't quite get it in. Who is the Palmer defender with a mohawk? It's not Durand, is it? Just guy that just a lot of time plays with mohawk. We didn't get Jerome Pfeiffer back. Again, we just they wanted that stupid thing where they go, oh, it would be interesting if it was a really good deal with a great optional fee. And it seems to be no matter how much you put that optional fee up for, they just never go for it. So I didn't have the money to buy him, so I was like, whatever. Whatever. Is it Antonio Jesus? Yes, it is Antonio Jesus. Let's have a look at this guy. Spanish 26. Not bad. Not bad. I think it's just like that. He's got a cool mohawk. Anyway, into the sheds. We're going to point the finger. We've had a lot of shots. I'm happy so far. Let's just keep this up. And there's Milan on the ball now with Pobega. Also, amazingly, remember how I said at the end of the season we had so many clubs interested in like Esposito, Adley, Pobega, Cristante, Calabria, just all these clubs, Manchester United's and all that, really interested in these guys. Not one big came in. Not one. I was like, all right, fine, we'll keep them because they're all pretty decent. Tabori now, combining with the captain Pobega, just a little bit too much. But he's on a 7.2, but I don't feel like he's played that very good. Words. Van der Voort comes rushing out. That's a good save. So Luna's not looking too great. Rebel's on a 6.9 and Pobega on a 6.8. There is that man there now as well. Esposito couldn't quite get there. He's on a hat-trick. Can he get a hat-trick to kick off his Serie A campaign? Adley with the corner. It is headed away. Pobega tries a bit of a long shot, but it ricochets out for the Parma players, and Pobega is going to get a customary yellow card. Calabria now with a throw into Pobega. Calabria on the ball now, looking for the crossing to find Esposito for his hat-trick. The play goes back to Cassano. Calabria whips it in, and the ball is headed away. Luna on the ball now. Very quiet game for Luna, and Cassano couldn't quite get his header on target. We'll play this highlight. I was going to say we'll look to make a couple of changes, but this highlight popped up, so we'll see how the highlight goes. Because if Esposito gets his hat-trick, we will take him off. I mean, I can't believe there was not any big teams coming in for him. I really, really can't. I love the way the animation goes when he does his finishes. It's almost just like he jabs the ball in the back of the net. Alright, so he can come off. We will bring on Kobianchi. On for him. We are going to bring on Diallo for... I mean, I don't think Diallo can play on the left, can he? He's weak on the left. Cassano, what's his left foot like? Fairly strong. Once again, you should be able to play on the left. We will fix that training up. So what I am going to do is I am going to bring on Diallo for globals, and we are going to push Cassano over to the right, to the left even, and we will, we'll leave it like that. Good team talk, point the finger, go and make me proud. About 3-0 up. It's a great victory. We'll look to make another change towards the end of the game there. It might be Pobega coming off, I think. Well, captain is a little bit tired. We'll bring on Steve Jahel. Alright, point the finger, go and make me proud, mate. We're pretty much done and dusted here, to be honest. It's a great opening day win for Milan here. Absolutely dominated. 2.63 XG, 10 shots on target. The good thing is that Parma have an XG of over 1, and we're looking at this point. We're in the running for a clean sheet. Diallo, Kobayashi doesn't quite have that finish that Esposito has, that little jab in there. We can't make 4 substitutes. Would be great. Yeah, so I mean, they've had 7 shots on target. Vendevort has been very, very good. Cristante on the ball now, and Diallo combining Michel. Kobianchi, Giacomo Kobianchi. He scores his first goal this season. Get in. Good stuff. You help in, and Kobianchi just with some space there. Right foot, keeper in. Bit of no man's land, and what a great start to the season. Brilliant. Esposito claims man of the match honours, obviously with a hat-trick. So just to finish off the video, we're going to do the Champions League group stage draw today, as we've already made that, got 12.5 million, which is excellent. We've got a little bit more transfer budget, which is great, and see who we can draw in the Champions League now. We are obviously first seed, so do we go first? We do, and we're the first one out of the hat, straight into Group A. So let's tick everyone else off the box. Bordeaux. First seeds as well. Right, second seeds. God. I don't want any of them. We can't get Roma or Juventus. I don't want any of them. Manchester United. Third seed. Anyone here would like to avoid? Oh, we can't get Inter. So other than that, I don't really mind. I've got Rangers. Ooh. This is a very, very early 2000s Champions League group, I feel here. Man United, Milan and Rangers. Right, fourth seeds. Anyone interesting here? Sparta Prague, that'd be nice to get. PSV, Bayer Leverkusen, quite big. And we've got Bayer Leverkusen. That is actually quite a tough group. You would assume that it would probably finish somewhere like us, Man U 1-2, hoping, but Bayer Leverkusen is a tough one. Benfica in there as well. That could be a little bit tricky for Ajax. Chelsea, PSG probably going straight through on that one. Bayern, Porto, Monaco, not bad though. This one is a tough group too. Bordeaux, Hertha Berlin, Villarreal, PSV, Man City and Juventus would go through. Ooh, this is tough on Barcelona, Liverpool and Inter. That is probably a harder group than what we have. And Dortmund, Roma, Kiev and Copenhagen. So let's just click continue, and there's confirmation that Milan are handed a tough group. Fixture rearrangements. Let's go and have a look, because we are going to come back for the first change. It is Rangers. Oh, interesting. Going to come back for Rangers? Yeah, I think that'll be good. We'll come back Rangers, and then it'll be Man United for the second game there. And yeah, we'll go from there. Alright guys, hope you've enjoyed that episode. If you have and you're not subscribed, if you could do that, would mean a lot to me. Smash that like button on your way out, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.